Hello, I'm Katie Bavard, and welcome to Podcast Salad, the video podcast about video podcasting. This episode of Podcast Salad is brought to you by The Idea Lady. Get free information on becoming a mystery shopper at idealady.com. It's Thursday, November 16th, and it's time to mix up some fresh podcast salad. In podcasting news, Microsoft released the much-anticipated Zune media player yesterday. The device features wireless technology, a built-in FM tuner, and a 3-inch screen. You can watch WMV-formatted video podcasts on the Zune also. Rocket Boom co-owner and former host Amanda Cogden has struck a deal with HBO. While the details still need to be ironed out, Amanda is quoted as saying, "HBO is exactly the place where I want to be. I'm most interested in playing that new dimension with 2 parallel levels of programming, online and on TV." In another story involving both Rocket Boom and Zune, Rocket Boom's other co-owner, Andrew Barron, said that he would not feature a Zune.net promo that would have placed a Zune logo on Rocket Boom. Barron stated that, by having the Zune logo on our page would mean we would not be able to make disparaging comments about Microsoft. Zoo Milk is a podcast by Chicago comics Ben Grinnell and Ian Easton. This episode is a pilot for a show called St. James Zoo.
Again, there's been an incident down at the large game cat house, specifically the Bobcat Bungalow. No, it wasn't a visitor or a vendor. It was actually a trained zoo volunteer. So, for the 5th time since Halloween, we are going to review the animal handling policy.
Maybe volunteering at the zoo isn't such a good idea. In this episode of Jet Set, a 14-year-old podcaster named Brandon pitches his idea for a story for the Jet Set show and asks everyone to collaborate on the idea.
The real reason video blogs are alive is because all it takes is an idea. Enter Brandon. Brandon is a 14-year-old video blogger, and he wants you to help him develop his story idea. Here's his pitch.
I'm Brandon, and I'm going to tell you about something brand new coming to Jet Set. Agents Richie and Nerdy. It's pretty much about what the title says. 2 agents, one being rich and one being a nerd. However, one is a teacher, Mr. Neil, and the other is his student, Kate.
That's the thing about secret agents. You don't know who they are. The new Wrinkle is a daily podcast that features a wide variety of subjects. In this episode, they talk with photographer Eric Milner about street photography.
I don't go out with an aim of asking people if I can take their photographs. I just go out and take photographs. And it's not necessarily always of people. It's shapes, it's textures, it's shadow play. The street is like living coral in the ocean. There's so much that is so essential to each other to comprise the whole. And people are just a little tiny bit of it.
Oh, those are street photographers chasing me around. And I thought they were secret agents or paparazzi. Lab Rats is a podcast that takes on high-tech subjects and explains them in terms normal people can understand. Last week, they explained how GPS works.
The third satellite, again, sends a beam down, and of course, it only touches one more circle, right? Like that. There you go.
Okay.
So now look where the 3 circles intersect. Can you see that?
All
right. So the receiver is now saying, okay, I know that I'm somewhere in this circle, on this circle, in this circle, and if I'm going to be in all 3, then I know I must be directly where they intersect. So if you can turn that up a bit so this won't fall off. Oh, wait a second. Hey. So I am here.
Here at Podcast Salad, we like it when people explain things using vegetables. For something a little more down to earth, you might want to check out the Wood Whisperer podcast. In this episode, we get some cleaning tips as well as refinishing.
Now that I've done the bulk of the polyurethane and stain removal, it's time to do a final sanding, probably up to 180 grit. But before I even do that, I'm looking around and my shop is quite a mess. I'm sure you guys have confronted this numerous times. You get to this point in a project and everything is all over the place. So a wise man once told me that if every time you come into your shop, you take just 10 things, pick any 10 things and put them away, you'll notice a huge difference in the cleanliness of your shop, and then also, of course, that makes the shop a little bit safer to work in.
If you're really neat, can you only pick up 5 things? If you have a question, would like to see your video podcast featured, or if you would like to sponsor Podcast Salad, you can contact us by emailing katie@podcastsalad.com. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching Podcast Salad. Both Rocket Boom and Zune in another story. You ready?